punch. Pacquiao stepping forward, throws a combination, but back comes Ugas. What a sensational fight. Pacquiao steps in with the left. Couple of lefts that didn't find the mark for Pacquiao. As we are coming up on 90 seconds to go here in the seventh. There's a right to the body followed by a right upstairs. Ugas doing exactly what Ismael Salas told him. He goes, attack the body, then come upstairs. He did exactly that in that sequence. 70 seconds remaining here in round 7. Ugas advancing forward. Pacquiao flicking out that jab. He darts in, throws a left, and then gets out of the way. Double jab followed by the right, but Pacquiao blocked most of those shots. Pacquiao is planting his feet more instead of bouncing around as much. He is sitting down in his shots more against the naturally bigger men. I think he realizes he has to do that because the fact that him bouncing in and out and not getting full leverage behind his shots is not going to hurt this guy because of how big he is. There is a massive size difference between these two. If you're Pacquiao, keep your fight in the center of the ring and use it to your advantage. If you're Ugas, I think Ugas is going to have to start to throw a little bit more because Pacquiao, with his volume and work rate, appears to be outworking him. And they end and fight at the bell. For your Dennis Ugas, that jab has been one of his key weapons here in the fight against Manny Pacquiao. A stiff jab that snaps back the head of Pacquiao time and time again. It is a power jab, is how Pacquiao, or how Ugas throws. Jacob Stitch Duran, the best cutman in all of boxing, working on your Dennis Ugas. Use the right hand all night. Keep using it. On to round 8. This one's scheduled for 12. For the WBA Welterweight Championship of the World, Manny Pacquiao will be 43 in December. Also said after this fight is over, and the jabs landed, Pacquiao 30 of 238 for a 13% connect percentage. Ugas 42 of 158 for a 27% connect percentage. Manny Pacquiao said that he will, after this fight, think about potentially running for president of the Philippines. He gets declared before the end of the fall. But right now, he has a big task ahead of him in your Dennis Ugas. There's a big right hand, a glancing shot for Ugas. But he got a lot behind that one. This is a Manny Pacquiao who's trying to adjust, as he is not used to, aside from, I mean, he's dealt with bigger men before, but that was when he was considerably younger. And he beat up Antonio Margarito, but that was a long time ago. You have 95 seconds left here in the 8th. There's a right hand for Ugas. Ugas is a little more aggressive here in the 8th compared to that of previous rounds. He is starting to come forward and now press the issue. And I think Pacquiao is content to counter at the moment. That's that combination go. Big right hand that snapped back the head of Pacquiao. Pacquiao's right to the body by Ugas. Ugas has proven beyond the shadow of a doubt that he is an elite welterweight, and he's one of the best here at 147 with what we've seen thus far in the first 8 rounds against Manny Pacquiao. And Ugas taking this fight in 11 days' notice, replacing Errol Spence, who had an eye injury. We wish Errol all the best on a speedy recovery. There's a left hook connecting for Ugas. And Pacquiao looks to get that right back. When Pacquiao gets hit, he immediately goes into combat mode. He gets popped with a couple right hands, and Pacquiao pounds his gloves in frustration. There is Jinky Pacquiao, his wife. Well, I mentioned at the start of the fight, as you see the total punches landed thrown through the 8th round, Pacquiao 97 of 521 for a 19% connect percentage. Ugas 104 of 279 for a 37% connect percentage. So Ugas, even though he's thrown less, he has landed more punches. We mentioned at the start of the fight, are we going to see the old Manny Pacquiao, or are we going to see an old Manny Pacquiao? I think it is somewhere in the middle. Is he what he once was? No, but he is still an elite welterweight in my estimation. And he's fighting Dennis Ugas, a man who is fighting, in my opinion, and putting on the performance of his life. But I think it could be a close fight. Especially depending on how the judges, what they favor from a scoring standpoint. There's a right hand for Ugas. Ugas is starting to find his groove, without question. There's a right hand for Ugas. The defense of Ugas has been superb this evening, and Pacquiao doesn't have as much spring in his legs as he is used to exhibiting over the course of his 25-year career, 26-year career. 70 seconds left here in the ninth. And I don't just attribute that to age, I attribute it to the fact that early in the fight, Dennis Ugas attacked the body of Pacquiao. We needed a point of emphasis to hammer away upon the left side of the ribcage of Manny Pacquiao and unload those right hands. The jab has been finding its mark for Dennis Ugas as he backs up Pacquiao with a counter right hand. But Pacquiao unloads at close distance now. Pacquiao, he knows he's in deep waters against a very determined champion from Cuba, Dennis Ugas. There's a right to the body by Pacquiao, but Pacquiao has faced his fair share of adversity in his career. Make no mistake about that. This is not foreign territory for the 8th Division World Champion, Manny Pacquiao. On to the 10th. As we head on to round 10, this one's scheduled for 12. Power punches thrown through the 9th round. Pacquiao 70 of 262 for a 27% connect percentage. Ugas 67 of 114, extremely accurate, a 59% connect percentage. There's a chopping right hand by Ugas. And Ismael Salas telling him, I want you to be more aggressive. I think Salas feels that it could be a close fight. Pacquiao steps in with a combination, but back comes Ugas. Now they exchange. They're going toe-to-toe. Even Las Vegas, and Ugas immediately ties up. Pacquiao loves this kind of style. This frenetic pace is something that he has enjoyed and energy from the fans here at T-Mobile Arena. It woke them up because it was a calculated, deliberate fight, and that burst of energy and exchange from Pacquiao turned back the clock as we saw vintage Pacquiao. 95 seconds left in the 10th. And as we head down the stretch of this championship affair at 42 years of age, how will the legs and the condition of Manny Pacquiao hold up against an extremely focused and determined Dennis Ugas, who is 7 years his junior? There's a counter right hand by Ugas, but Pacquiao stepped in and landed a glancing straight left. 65 seconds left in the 10th. What an excellent prize fight between two men who are extremely focused and have had their moments where they've been having some sustained success. Ugas shakes his head as to say, no, I'm good. Pacquiao threw a straight left, and Ugas with a big overhand right. Pacquiao got out of the way of it. Under 30 seconds left here in the 10th. Final 10 seconds of the 10th round. We'll see if Pacquiao tries to get off, but he eats a big right hand from Ugas, but he steps in again, and now Pacquiao, when Pacquiao gets popped, he immediately tries to swing the fight back in his favor by unloading the combination. You see the end of the round as Ugas snuck in, or this was when they were exchanging earlier in the round, and here's that counter right hand. Enjoying what she's seeing as we are on to the championship rounds between your Ugas and Manny Pacquiao. High-level prize fighting is what we are witnessing, with the welterweight championship of the world on the line between the champion from Cuba, your Dennis Ugas, and Manny Pacquiao, boxing's only 8th division world champion. For Pacquiao, you wonder how much steam he has left, and can he end the fight in spectacular fashion by really unloading combinations and letting his hands go. And for Ugas, he has fought a brilliant fight tactically, using his jab to start off his offense, and then also countering Manny Pacquiao with the right hand, as well as attacking the body early in the fight. For Pacquiao, he's been the one who has been throwing, obviously, considerable more punches. He's been aggressive in spurts. So left to the body by Pacquiao as he landed a big shot to hurt or disrupt the flow of Ugas. Not much, but Pacquiao could very well be piling up points in the eyes of the judges based on his work rate and his activity level that is considerably more than that of your Dennis Ugas. Jab by Pacquiao. There's a jab followed by a straight left for Pacquiao, landed right on the chin of Ugas. Big right hand by Ugas, but back comes Pacquiao. Pacquiao loves these toe-to-toe exchanges. The more tactical, plotting sort of fight is something that, I don't know if it was lulling him to sleep or making him think a little bit more, but Pacquiao loves He has a zest for combat. And when Ugas has been willing to oblige, that's when you see Manny Pacquiao go back and we witness the Pacquiao the past 5 to 10 years that have been so emblematic over the course of his 25-year-plus career. There's a straight left by Pacquiao. There's a right hand on the left ear of Pacquiao. Pacquiao has some swelling underneath his right eye. Ugas has swelling underneath his left eye, largely in part to those straight lefts from Pacquiao. Final stages of the 11. A riveting matchup, a big right hand for Ugas as we head down the stretch onto the 12th and final round. See the jab by Pacquiao, popping the jab, double jab, and then that straight left followed by the right that caught the jaw and the chin of Ugas. Listen to me. The 12th and final round of what I think could be a close fight on the judges' scorecards, and the fans coming to their feet, cruising outside of the left eyes of Manny Pacquiao. And if you notice, Pacquiao was breathing extremely heavy in between rounds. 12th and final round. Could this be the final round in the career of Manny Pacquiao? And with the result hanging in the balance, total punches landed thrown through the 11th. Pacquiao 123 of 737 for a 17% connect percentage. Ugas 140 of 380 for a 37% connect percentage. Pacquiao has nearly doubled the punches thrown compared to that of Ugas. But Ugas has been the far more accurate of the two. There's a right hand by Ugas that caught the attention of Pacquiao. Pacquiao might have been off balance, but he smiles, and now Pacquiao looking to retaliate and respond. There's a right hand by Ugas. There is nervous energy here at T-Mobile Arena because this is a partisan Manny Pacquiao crowd. There's a big right hand by Ugas as he stepped in beautifully and got a lot of leverage behind him. 90 seconds left in the fight. There's a right hand by Ugas. And now they both tie up. Ugas wants to immediately wrap up with Pacquiao. Pacquiao's face bruised up, but he enjoys this. He just mounted his gloves, and you know that is a statement that he's trying to exert and give his all in these final moments of his welterweight championship affair against Ugas. Big right hand by Ugas. Ugas is sitting in on Pacquiao. Left hook. That bubble Pacquiao. But Pacquiao ate it. Ugas is trying to leave no doubt in the eyes of the judges here in this 12th and final round. And now the fans start to chant Manny. Blood outside of the left eye of Manny Pacquiao, and it's starting to trickle. There's a right to the body by Ugas, but Pacquiao responds with the counter left. Pacquiao is now seeking out and trying to find Yordenis Ugas. A cut underneath the right eye of Pacquiao. What a moment between Manny Pacquiao and Yordenis Ugas. Both men fighting at such a high level. A right hand by Ugas. Ugas fought the fight of his life. Manny Pacquiao still Manny Pacquiao. The manager of Dennis Ugas. Total punches landed.
37, ano?
Total punches landed. Power punches for Pacquiao, 88 of 340 for a 26% connect percentage. Ugas, unbelievably accurate, 101 out of 171 thrown for a 59% connect percentage. How do the judges have this one scored? We await very tense moments between Manny Pacquiao and